Yo, what's happening guys, and welcome back to a brand new Modern Warfare video. In today's video we're going to be talking about, is Modern Warfare 2019 worth buying, yes or no? And I just want to kind of give you guys a breakdown of what the game's like. And yeah, just give you guys my thoughts and opinions on Modern Warfare from what I've tested within the alpha. I know a lot of you guys didn't get a chance to test it from Xbox and PC, so you guys will have to wait until after, I think September 14 might be the alpha for everyone, and it's going to be coming out here on PlayStation 4 first on September 12th. If you guys would, do leave a comment down below, rate this game out of 10, 1 being worst, 10 being best, and let everybody know what your opinions are. I know some of you guys are probably on the fence about buying this. You know, Call of Duty hasn't been that good for the last several years, so I know a lot of people are reluctant to give Call of Duty another try. If you have played it, do rate it in the comments down below. And finally, if you guys are brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and check out my other Modern Warfare videos, which will be up in the top right hand corner and at the end of this one. But without any further ado guys, let's talk about the game, how it feels, and how it compares to older Call of Duties. I hear a lot of people giving different reviews on this game. People say it looks like Rainbow Six Siege, plays like Battlefield, CSGO, all that kind of stuff. The kind of vibes I was getting off this game was kind of like 10% Battlefield, 10% Rainbow Six Siege, 10% CSGO, definitely some Call of Duty Ghosts in there, but then apart from that, it's definitely got that old school Modern Warfare feeling. It actually gave me some Black Ops 1 vibes. It's kind of how the game felt, and the recoil and stuff like that did feel like Black Ops 1. So that leads us nicely into how the guns work. I actually think the gunplay in this game could be one of the best ever. I think until this point, the game that probably had the most recoil was Black Ops 1, and it's got even more recoil than that. I feel like the shooting in this game takes a lot more skill than your traditional Call of Duties. You guys have probably noticed in Black Ops 4, there's an absolute ton of aim assist. This game felt a lot more smooth. It doesn't feel like you're getting stuck on aim assist as much. It actually feels very, very smooth. You actually have to aim and be accurate in this game. It doesn't automatically drag you onto targets, and you do have to use your right joystick to control recoil. If you guys want some tips and tricks on how to be better at Modern Warfare, check out my tips and tricks videos yesterday. So yeah, overall the gunplay for me, it's definitely like a 9 or 10 out of 10. The only things I didn't like about the gunplay in this was the shotguns had insane range, which I think is definitely getting nerfed, and the pistol that you guys are seeing on screen right now is actually pretty bad. Apart from that, I love the Desert Eagle. It's got huge recoil, but it's a one-shot headshot. I love the finisher move that you guys are seeing on screen as well. By the way, these are just highlights from over the weekend. You know, a lot of 2 pieces and a lot of really good kills in here. So if you guys do want to see gameplay like this, definitely hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be uploading really good gameplays on this. I already just feel like I'm going to be super good at this game. Now, in terms of like equipment and stuff like that, this game really doesn't have a lot of broken equipment. We got a chance to try out C4, grenades, claymores. They actually don't seem to be that powerful. Like, they're not one-shot killing people a lot of the time. I think the only way you're getting a one-shot kill with a grenade or a claymore or any type of explosive equipment is literally if it's in their pocket. Some of the older Modern Warfare games had extremely powerful explosives like nades in COD 4 and noob tubes and stuff obviously in Modern Warfare 2. The explosives in this game are nowhere near as powerful as that. I don't know if that's 2v2 only, or if that's consistent across all of multiplayer, but explosives are not going to be a huge problem in this game. Now, talking a little bit about the movement and stuff like that, the movement is a little bit slower than Black Ops 4. Once again, in my last video I talked about that and how you guys can get better at the movement in this. I think the movement actually feels really, really smooth. Just the way the animations are set up, you know, like the turning animation, the way your gun flicks around, the jumping animation looks really clean. Everything just feels very, very clean and smooth. It's very silky, doesn't feel clunky. It does feel like your weapons are very heavy, but I think it's like heavy in a good way where it feels like you're holding a real weapon. It feels really powerful when you're shooting it, and it just is super satisfying to get kills in this game. I think that's one of the things I took away from this. The satisfaction in getting kills is definitely right up there with the best of them. It feels like most gunfights take skill, and if you hit really good shots, it is very, very satisfying. Even the hit markers look really nice and look really clean. And, you know, for me, the visibility in this game is very, very good as well. In certain Call of Duties, whenever I first start playing it, I kind of struggle to see people for a while because they just kind of blend in. I feel like this game's artwork, the design, and just generally how the player models are and everything, it just looks very nice and it's very easy to see people. On Pine, it was a little bit difficult to see people behind like rocks and stuff sometimes, but generally it was very, very obvious if somebody was staring at you. Now, the only sort of issues that I had with the game a little bit was audio and probably head glitching. So there's a thing in the game where if you're head glitching steps and looking up to somebody, they can literally just see like the top of your head, like the top of your hair, and that's about it. Infinity Ward has addressed this, and they are going to fix it for the beta build, I believe. And they've also addressed the fact that the audio is a little bit low and the directional audio is not too great. So those are things that Infinity Ward are addressing, and that's a huge thing. Infinity Ward's been very, very open to talking to the community and very responsive. You know, compared to Black Ops 4, Vonderhaar said if you don't like it, don't buy it. You know, it's a huge difference whenever you think about that. Infinity Ward are willing to take the feedback from the community. And yeah, I think just generally that's a really great thing for developers in 2019 and 20. You know, they have to listen to the community. You've seen a lot of people quitting Fortnite and everything. If this game does it right, you know, they're going to keep the community intact, listen to the majority of the community, and definitely make Modern Warfare one of the greatest Call of Duties ever. I personally do think this is one of the greatest Call of Duties ever. Just everything feels so good. I honestly don't have any faults with this game. You know, in Black Ops 4, sometimes you die and you just feel like you got joked. I don't really feel like that in this game. Like, sometimes you're like, oh, you know, he picked that corner and didn't get a chance to shoot. Or you feel like, oh, he's head glitching that, I can't even see him, but he can see me. You know, those are just a couple of small things, and the sound, of course, as well. But generally, in most gunfights, I'm like, oh, this guy just outshot me, or he had a better weapon, or, you know, he done something that allowed him to get the kill. In Black Ops 4, you're getting killed by Tempests, radiation shields. You guys have experienced all the stupid stuff in Black Ops 4. And I think, obviously, that is why the game isn't as popular as it could have been. You know, for me, whenever I first tried out Black Ops 4, to me, the game just didn't feel good straight away. I really tried to be positive and tried to like it, and thought like, okay, I'm just gonna like be positive. I'm not gonna hate on the game. It's only literally just came out. You know, I'm gonna give it a chance. But for this game, it doesn't feel that way to me. It just feels like it naturally clicked. As somebody whose, you know, favorite Call of Duties of all time are the Modern Warfare games and Black Ops 1, this just clicked with me, and it feels like old school COD with a lot of improvements and a lot of really good mechanics. Now, this is only the 2v2. Obviously, you guys might want to make up your mind after the open beta. I would definitely recommend this game to absolutely anybody. I strongly believe that there will be a Battle Royale mode, so if you guys are waiting for that before you buy it, you know, maybe that's something you should wait for. It's possible that it won't come out on release and it could come out later. You know, they might just do the normal release, which is going to have campaigns, spec ops, and multiplayer, and then release Battle Royale as content later on in the game. That is a hugely important thing, you know, like obviously post-launch content has been one of the biggest issues in Call of Duty over the last couple of years, but the content that's going to be already in the game is already going to be a lot more than World War II, a lot more than Black Ops 4 and any other Call of Duty that we've had in recent years. We're also getting free map packs, and the season pass, as we know it, is no longer going to be here. If Activision can chill out and let Infinity Ward monetize the game properly without really aggressive microtransactions with super OP weapons, I think this game can be definitely the best Call of Duty of all time. And yeah, for me, it's like a 9 out of 10. I 100% rate it, and I cannot wait to try it on September 12th. But yeah, like I said, guys, let me know in the comments down below. Comment what you guys thought about it. Let me know what you liked and disliked. For me, I liked everything except for the sound, and sometimes it looks like you were getting shots off, but you weren't. But obviously it's just an alpha build, it's the first time they put this game online, and whenever you're playing in like respawn game modes, you know, dying around a corner a little bit, or dying before you can see somebody properly, won't be just as annoying. Obviously it will be annoying, but it is good to know that these guys are working on it. Guys, my next video is going to be me ranking all of the weapons that we've played with so far. I actually done this previously, but I would like to make some adjustments to my list. So keep an eye out for my next video, guys. Get your post notifications on, guys. It really is important to get those on if you do enjoy the content. Drop a like into this video, and like I said, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about it. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys for watching, and until next time, this has been King. Good luck, and peace out.